Once upon a time, there lived a man named Aaron in a small, quiet town. Aaron was not unlucky, but he believed he was. Nothing ever seemed to work in his favor. If it rained, he forgot his umbrella. If there was a long line, he always stood in it. If something could go wrong in his mind, it already had. Every morning, Aaron woke up with the same thought. Today will probably be another bad day. And somehow it usually was. At work, he expected problems, so he noticed every small mistake. If his boss corrected him once, Aaron thought, I'm terrible at my job. If a colleague didn't smile back, he assumed, they don't like me. Slowly, without realizing it, Aaron trained his mind to look only for the negative. People around him noticed it too. You complain a lot, one coworker said. I'm just being realistic, Aaron replied. But realism and negativity are not the same thing. Positive thinking doesn't mean pretending problems don't exist. It means believing that you can handle them. Aaron didn't believe that. One evening, after another exhausting day, Aaron missed the last bus home. He sat on a bench, tired and frustrated, staring at the road. That's when an old woman sat beside him. She carried a small bag of groceries and looked calm, almost cheerful. She noticed his expression and asked gently, Long day? Aaron sighed. Long life, he said. The woman smiled. That depends on how you look at it. Aaron looked at her, confused. What do you mean? She pointed to the sky. Dark clouds were slowly moving away and a soft orange sunset was appearing. Some people see clouds. Some people see the sunset behind them. Aaron didn't reply. He didn't believe words like that. To him, life wasn't poetry. It was practical, hard, unfair. As they waited, the woman continued, Do you know why two people can face the same situation and end up with completely different lives? Aaron shrugged. Luck? The woman shook her head. Belief. Before Aaron could ask more, her bus arrived. She stood up and said one last thing. Your mind listens to what you tell it. Be careful with your words. Then she left. That night, Aaron lay awake. Her words echoed in his head. Your mind listens to what you tell it. He realized something uncomfortable. He talked to himself more than anyone else, and that voice was cruel. The next morning, something unusual happened. Aaron spilled coffee on his shirt before work. Normally, this would ruin his entire day. He stood there annoyed, ready to say, of course, just my luck. But then he paused. What if, he thought, I don't say that today? Instead, he took a deep breath and said quietly, It's annoying, but I'll handle it. It felt strange, almost fake, but he changed his shirt and left. At work, when a small problem appeared, he noticed the urge to complain. Instead, he focused on fixing it, not because it was easy, but because he chose to. That day wasn't perfect, but it wasn't terrible either. Positive thinking didn't change his life overnight. It changed his reactions. Most people believe positive thinking is about forcing happiness, smiling when you want to cry. That's not true. Positive thinking is about choosing hope over helplessness. Aaron started paying attention to how often he expected things to go wrong, and he realized something shocking. He expected failure so strongly that he prepared for it more than success. When you expect the worst, you stop trying your best. Slowly, Aaron made a small rule for himself. Whenever a negative thought came, he would question it. I'll never succeed. Is that a fact or a fear? This always happens to me. Always? Or just today? I can't do this. Or I haven't learned it yet. These small shifts didn't erase his problems, but they reduced their weight. Weeks passed. Aaron noticed something else too. People responded differently to him. He smiled more, not forced but lighter. He listened better. He complained less. And when you change the way you see the world changes how it sees you. One afternoon, Aaron was given a difficult task at work. Normally, he would panic and assume failure. This time, he said, I don't know everything yet, but I'll figure it out. That sentence alone changed his approach. He asked questions. He learned. He made mistakes, but he didn't quit. The task was completed. Not perfectly, but well. His boss noticed. Good job, she said. It wasn't praise that changed Aaron. It was proof. Proof that his mindset mattered. Positive thinking doesn't mean you won't fail. It means failure won't stop you. There was a time when Aaron believed his thoughts didn't matter. He believed only actions mattered. But thoughts come before actions. They decide whether you start, whether you continue, or whether you quit. Your mind is like a lens. If it's dirty, everything looks dark. Clean the lens and even the same world looks brighter. One evening, Aaron visited his parents. His father had always been a practical man. When Aaron shared what he was learning, his father said, Life isn't positive or negative. It just is. Aaron nodded. That's true, he said, but how we respond decides everything. His father didn't argue. Aaron realized something important. Positive thinking is not about denying reality. It's about choosing the most useful response to reality. If something goes wrong, negativity asks, why me? Positive thinking asks, what now? If something hurts, negativity says, I can't handle this. Positive thinking says, this is hard, but I'll get through it. Pain doesn't disappear. Strength appears. One day, Aaron faced a setback. A project he worked on for months was canceled. Old thoughts rushed back. See, it was pointless. You wasted your time, but he didn't stay there. He allowed himself to feel disappointed. Then he asked, what did I learn? For the first time, failure didn't feel like the end. It felt like part of the process. Positive thinking doesn't remove obstacles. It removes the belief that obstacles are permanent. Months later, Aaron met the old woman again at the same bus stop. She smiled when she saw him. You look look different," she said. Aaron smiled back. "I see differently." He told her about his journey. She listened quietly. "You know," she said, "positive thinking is not magic, it's direction." She explained, "Your thoughts are like a compass. They don't move you, but they decide where you walk." Aaron understood. Many people wait for life to change before they change their mindset. But life changes when your mindset changes first. If you believe nothing will work, you stop looking for solutions. If you believe something can work, you start searching. And searching changes everything. Aaron's life wasn't perfect. He still had bad days, still felt fear, still made mistakes. But one thing was different. He no longer believed he was powerless. That belief alone changed his future. Here is the truth most people miss. Positive thinking is not about being positive all the time. It's about not letting negative thoughts control your decisions. You don't need to lie to yourself. You need to support yourself. Speak to yourself like you would to someone you care about. When a child falls, you don't say, "You're a failure." You say, "Get up, try again." Why do we treat ourselves worse than strangers? Your thoughts are always listening. If you tell yourself, "I'm weak," your mind believes it. If you tell yourself, "I'm learning," your mind works with you. The power of positive thinking is not loud. It's quiet. It's the calm voice that says, "Keep going," when everything feels heavy. It's the belief that this moment is not the whole story. Aaron learned that optimism is not ignoring darkness. It's trusting that light exists, even if you can't see it yet. So if you are struggling right now, hear this clearly. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not out of chances. You are just standing at a moment that requires belief. Start small. Change one sentence you say to yourself. Change one reaction. Change one expectation. Your life won't transform overnight, but your direction will. And direction is everything, because the mind you carry today creates the life you live tomorrow. That is the power of positive thinking.